The Canton of Nidwalden is a canton of Switzerland. It is located in the center of Switzerland. The population is 40,287, of which 4,046 are foreigners. The capital is Stans. History. The earliest traces of human settlement date to the Neolithic, with sites found near Stans.The from 4000 to 3100 BC. The same sites, near Stans.The, also contain late Bronze Age artifacts, with additional Bronze Age sites near Hergiswil and Enetmoos. A lateen grave for a 10-year-old girl has been found in Stans. Based on these finds, it appears that the Nidwalden region has been settled since the first millennium BC. During the Roman Empire, Nidwalden were inhabited by a Gallo-Roman Celtic population. While there are few artifacts from the population, many names of the towns, rivers and mountains have either Celtic or Gallo-Roman roots. By the 8th century, the Alemanni entered the valleys of present-day Nidwalden and intermingled. At this time, a Roman Catholic church was built in Stans, most likely founded by an Alemanni noble family. The church in Stans would remain until the 10th century, when it was replaced by a church in books. Initially, the land was owned by a number of noble families and abbeys, but by the late 13th century, the major powers in Nidwalden had shrunk to three: the Habsburgs, Murbach Abbey and Engelberg Abbey. In 1291, Rudolf of Habsburg bought Obwalden from Murbach Abbey. In response, the people of Nidwalden joined Uri and Schwyz to form an alliance which is considered the foundation of the Old Swiss Confederacy. At the time there was no state, but towards the end of the 14th century early forms of government were established. This included institutionalized assemblies and courts. In the 14th and 15th century, the people of Nidwalden joined the people of Obwalden to discuss important matters, but the two cantons were never really one. For example, Obwalden did not participate in the annexation of Bellinzona, Riviera and Blenheim areas. Around 1500, many people in Nidwalden worked as mercenary soldiers. Many of these soldiers later emigrated. This helped to lessen the pressure of a growing population. A popular destination was Alsace. Under the Helvetic Republic imposed in 1798 by French revolutionary troops, Switzerland became a united country. The ideas of the French Revolution were not popular in some parts of the Swiss nation, including Nidwalden. The cantons were accustomed to self-government, and many resented the limits on the freedom of worship in particular. When rebel forces threatened the Republic, Nidwalden was attacked by French troops on the 9th of September 1798. The canton's infrastructure was badly damaged and at least 400 people were killed. After the end of Napoleonic rule in 1814, most of the changes were reverted. Only in 1877 did Nidwalden introduce a new constitution. The Open Assembly was abolished in 1997. Geography. Nidwalden is located in the center of Switzerland. To the north it is bounded by the Lake Lucerne, to all other directions by mountain chains. The area of the canton is 276.1 square kilometers, of which about 40% is inhabited or used for farming. Forests occupy about one-third of the canton, with about one-quarter being considered unproductive. Politics. Federal election results: AFDP before 2009, FDP B** indicates that the party was not on the ballot in this canton. C no election held. Cantonal election. The cantonal executive is composed of 7 members. The local parliament has 60 seats. Nidwalden sends only one deputy to the Swiss Council of States. Municipalities. There are 11 municipalities: Beckenried, Ux, Dallenwil, Emmerton, Enetberg and Enetmoos, Hergiswil, Oberdorf, Stans, Stansstad and Wolfenschiessen. The capital is Stans. Demographics. The population of the canton is 42,420. As of 2007, the population included 4,046 foreigners, or about 10% of the total population. By gender, the canton is nearly evenly split, with 50.9% male and 49.1% female. In 2000, 75.6% of the population was Roman Catholic, while 11.9% belonged to the Swiss Reformed Church. The population density in December 2005 was 144.3 persons per square kilometre. Most of the population speaks German, with a small minority speaking Italian or Serbo-Croatian. Economy. Up to the 20th century, Nidwalden was dominated by agriculture. Cattle and cheese were exported mainly to northern Italy. Around 1500, many people in Nidwalden worked as mercenary soldiers. For the middle of the 19th century onwards, trade, industry and tourism gained momentum. Nevertheless, until the middle of the 20th century, agriculture dominated the canton. Today, a great number of small and middle-sized businesses dominate the economy. The largest employer is the airplane constructor Pilatus. The small and middle-sized businesses work in a wide range of areas. Many specialize in machine construction, medical equipment, international trade, optics and electronics. Traditional areas such as forestry and agriculture are still of importance. Agriculture is specialized in cattle and dairy farming. The farms are still run by individual families. In recent years, Nidwalden is becoming an increasingly popular place to live and work. This is caused by its low taxes, its central location between Zurich and Milan, and its beautiful countryside. Tourism. Because of its mountainous geography, tourism is important in Nidwalden. The lake and the mountains attract many tourists both during the winter and the summer. Major resorts include Klauenalp, Stanzerhorn, the region around Banalp, and Bergenstock. Culture. Traditional culture in Nidwalden has been kept alive by many local organizations. There is traditional music, yodeling, dances, theaters and festivals. There are also a number of modern cultural events, such as concerts and galleries.